Good evening, everyone. I've got my sound on. Sorry about that. Welcome to Janderra. I'm Darrowyn, and we've got some exciting things happening tonight. Well, some of it's fairly standard and normal, but we've got some exciting announcements to make tonight. Yes, very excited at SHEDWARS22. Anyway, let's go through what's happened this week. Anyway, let's have a look. We'll go back a bit. So here's our weekly catch-up last week. Let's see, what else did we have? Oh, we had Kitty found a mouse. That's always exciting. I did an update on how things are going with the dam or the pond, whatever you like to call it. It's getting very dry. The water level's going down, but we're in spring here in the Southern Hemisphere in Australia, and it's our dry season in the Lockyer Valley. Summer is more of our wet season, so we're hoping that that's going to go well. Yes, hoping for rain. We do have some rain coming at the end of this week, which is fantastic. So yeah, I did a video on the views from Mount Lofty. We actually went up to Mount Lofty to pick up our secondhand car. And while I was up there, the views were just amazing. So I had to do a video to share it with you guys. So that's what that view is. And then I had Kitty. Kitty was just laying on the concrete, just enjoying the coolness of the concrete on a very hot day. So anyway, and we did get a little bit of rain on the 6th, 7th of October, but not a huge amount. And I think we got some more on the 6th as well. But again, not a huge amount. And then we found an eastern brown snake. Oh my goodness. And that has stirred up some comments. Eastern browns are actually an incredibly venomous snake. But honestly, they're more scared of you than you are of them. So the best thing to do with them is to keep your distance, stay still, and keep your eye on them. And they should leave you alone. But anyway, I've encouraged Bomber Steve to do a video telling people what to do if they see a eastern brown snake, or any snake really, and hopefully he will come out with a video like that shortly. So then I did a review of the hire car that I got from that RACQ organised. We picked this up from Hertz in Toowoomba, so then I took it back to them. It was a lovely car. But yes, I was very nervous about driving it because, as with any hire car, if there's a problem, there's a problem, and you've got to pay a very large excess. It doesn't matter who's at fault. Then we had a update on my single seed challenge, my Madagascar bean. Yay! I've actually got beans on it now. It's only been in the ground for 7 months. Hi, Mike the Caveman, Wild Edibles. Thanks for joining us. So yeah, really pleased about that. I've actually got seeds on my Madagascar bean now. Really, really pleased about that. I put out a short on my Janderra Milk Challenge, hoping to encourage some more people to join in the challenge. So yeah, it's going to be doing some more videos on that coming up, where I'm actually going to do some of the things that I do with my milk. And if you've got any ideas on things that you do with your milk, please, 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 please do a video. And hashtag it Janderra Milk Challenge. Sorry, just typing away. That didn't work. You can spell milk right. You really do. When you don't type things right, it doesn't work. Now, we haven't had any new entries this week, but I'll show you the entries that we have already later on. But it has been very hot here. Temperatures ranging from 32 to 37 degrees Celsius. I have noticed that in the caravan, it is like, I think the other day it was actually 10 degrees different in the house than it was in the caravan. Not fun. And in the heat of summer, we actually get up to much higher temperatures. Hi, Tammy. Welcome, Rebel Cannons. Oh, you want to make a custard with all these eggs, but you need to pick up milk. I've got the milk and the eggs. Hello, kitty. I have a kitty who's trying to jump on my lap. Oh, she's got a claw cut. Oh, that's never a good thing. Claws caught. You want to come up, kitty? She's missing us not being in the house. Good morning, Wild Edibles. You're back under Wild Edibles again. Ooh, you just made hot sauce. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, and for those of you that were on Will It Grows live, was it yesterday? I think it may have been yesterday. At the end, Robert from Homestead Aquarius was saying that my celery was so big.
Good afternoon, everyone.
On fire swing, playing in my celery because they were trees. So I thought I'd make a video for him, just for Robert. So he went and had a look at my celery. Hand's a bit wobbly at the moment, isn't it? And look, it's a little Lego person on a Lego tire swing, swinging around in my celery. I think I might have to remove my end screen. That didn't quite work, did it? Anyway, it was just supposed to be for a little bit of fun. But cosmic cultivators are also convinced that I'm growing trees, not celery. My celery is pretty big. Tomatoes and peppers. Cut it with vinegar. They love it. And Johnny's peppers with a scorpion pepper. Ooh. Sounds interesting. Now, speaking of Johnny Boy, the video that I was referring to, the live, that Robert mentioned that my celery was a tree, they actually also announced, so this is the video that John did up. That's what the thumbnail of it looks like. He's actually announcing the end dates for the Shed Wars Northern Hemisphere. So yeah, Northern Hemisphere Shed Wars has been extended from the 23rd of October through to the 23rd of November because a lot of people are still harvesting. So they decided to include that a little bit longer. But the Southern Hemisphere, we're already growing and booming. We're in full-on spring and it's happening. So we now... Oh, you think I won the celery video? Yes, you need to put up your celery entry. I need to have some competition. And also, anyone that does enter the celery competition, I'm actually working on adding them onto my website as well. So where is it? There's the Gladiator Challenge, length of celery. So I update this regularly. But anyone that's put a Shed Wars video in that's related to the celery. So we've got Wayne from Homestead Oz. He's giving a tip on ways to make it so that your celery grows up and straight. Then we've got their entry for celery growing. Oh, that video's been taken down. Then you got Kim did a video on celery challenge, and City Girl with a Country Heart did a video related to the tallest celery. And then I can't remember who that is. Oh, that's Willow Cove Croft. They're starting their thing as well. And then the Suburban Homesteader, WZAZ, they were starting theirs. And Bunky and Simply Jan also had they've got a big celery challenge, but honestly I flogged both of them anyway. And then Jan's got her version of it as well. And there's one of my videos on the length of my celery. I've got an updated one, which I should probably put up on there. But yeah, so make sure if you have got a video on the celery challenge that you put it up and comment on my stuff and let me know that you've put it up so that I can add it to the website. You overlap some in spring And I was on 2 teams. Yes, I think I'm possibly going to have a similar problem. So I'm thinking as soon as whatever happens on October 23rd, I'll probably end up just doing stuff with the Southern Hemisphere. So I will no longer be Northern Hemisphere volunteer. You did a pepper video, but yours is short. Well, I'm sure your peppers are doing much better than mine. My plants are that big. Not my pepper, my plant. I still haven't got my plant to grow, but who knows? I've got a month to get that thing growing. Oh dear. Anyway, so SHEDWARS21 Northern Hemisphere final weigh-in dates are the 23rd of November. SHEDWARS22 Southern Hemisphere. I was really hoping that I'd have more of my Southern Hemisphere channels on, but not at the moment by the looks of it. Yeah, so the Southern Hemisphere official start date or date for you to get your entry videos is now. You've got 2 weeks to get your entry videos in and email them to John or to Robert. Emails are in the description of this video and also on my website. So if you go on to janderra.com, you will find the links for that. So I'll just put that in the comments, but I've also got those details in the description of this video. You have a longer zucchini except someone in the UK, but they are not in SHEDWARS yet. Anyway, maybe next year. I'm hoping to see it grow and to really increase. It sounds like Robert and John have got some really exciting ideas for things that they want to see happen. And now that's actually an interesting question, Mike Wild. Robert and John are actually going to be the team captains. So there was just a little bit too much confusion last year, and they decided it was just going to simplify things considerably if they just continued to be the captains of SHEDWARS. So, oh, Tom has a heavier one than you, but yours is longer. Okay, so on your entry videos for SHEDWARS22, and I'm assuming there's going to be Northern Hemisphere volunteers again. Wink, wink. Wild. So yeah, if you want to be part of SHEDWARS22 in the Southern Hemisphere, you need to get your entry videos in within the next 2 weeks. Really, really important. And in 2 weeks' time, hopefully, if there's enough people entering and wanting to be a part of it, there will be a draft similar to what happened in the Northern Hemisphere. And the 2 teams will be spread out like that. So the 2 team captains, Robert and John, will get to pick who they want to have in their team. So get your entry videos in, people. In your video, you want to introduce yourself. You want to say some information about your growing space. So how much area have you got? Are you in an urban homestead? Do you have an apartment? Do you have acreage? You might want to also add in what experience level you have. Are you a beginner gardener or are you a master gardener? Are you wanting to join SHEDWARS so that you can learn or so that you can impart knowledge and wisdom, or just be a part of the amazing community? You might also want to say what you grow or what you have grown in the past or what you haven't grown in the past and what you want to try and grow. Your growing conditions. That would be a really, really helpful thing to actually add in, is what kind of growing conditions are you in? Are you in a drought-stricken area, which a lot of Queensland and Australia are? Or do you get a lot of rainfall? Are you in a subtropical area? Are you in an area that's going into your wet season? Or are you going into your dry season? Because there are some areas in Australia where summer is their dry season, some areas where summer is their wet season. And Southern Hemisphere is not just open for Australians, it's also open for any other continent that's on the Southern Hemisphere. So if you're in New Zealand or Africa or I said New Zealand, or Papua New Guinea or Fiji or anything like that, anywhere in the Southern Hemisphere, you can be a part of SHEDWARS22 Southern Hemisphere. So yeah, your growing conditions is really, really good. If you know your hardiness zone, that would be great. Yeah, South America. Can't see why they wouldn't be included. They're Southern Hemisphere. And if you could include your location, like your local government area, or at the very least your state and your country, that would be a really helpful thing to have in your entry video. So you think it's best that way too, that they are persistent? But they will need helpers. Absolutely, yeah. They're going to need helpers. And they've got ideas for things that are going to come apart. Obviously, there have been some challenges with restrictions and all that sort of thing, and with getting things shipped and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I think it's probably best to stick with the same two team captains, because that way it all runs a little bit more smoothly and there's less issues, I guess, for want of a better word. Oh, Wild, you would volunteer if others didn't want to try. You don't mind helping them too with this journey. Love SHEDWARS. I love SHEDWARS too. It has just been awesome. The SHEDWARS helper helps to kick my butt and keep me going. It does. It absolutely does. It just helps you to get to really focus in on things that you can do to help others. And especially when there's actually a challenge on, like the Gladiator 4 challenge. I've got another. No, I just did it. Did I just do an update? I can't remember. How bad is that? Half the problem is I've got a heap of videos that are actually in waiting to be uploaded. Let's put it that way. Have I put the Gladiator Challenge update? No, I haven't done the Gladiator Challenge update yet. So Gladiator Challenge 4 update I'm putting up soon. So yeah, it's been really, really helpful to encourage me to actually keep on top of things in the garden. So I have really, really enjoyed SHEDWARS. The community around it has been absolutely fantastic. The support, the friendships that I've made, it's been great. So yeah, if you haven't seen, I bet I can't find my SHEDWARS videos now. They're here somewhere. How bad is that, huh? Oh, that's the SHEDWARS Youth Division that the kids are doing. Ah, dear. SHEDWARS team members. How bad is that? I can't find my own SHEDWARS videos. Ah, that's not what I meant to do. Ah, dear. It's a bit of a challenge, really. I've actually got a couple of SHEDWARS videos coming out probably this week, depending on what else is going on. See if I can find a video that's got SHEDWARS links. How bad is that I can't find my own playlist? There's a SHEDWARS video. Garden tour. Glad to have my link in here. My playlist. There we go. So feel free to have a look through my playlist for my SHEDWARS videos if you wish to be inspired or see what I got up to during SHEDWARS21 as a member of the Southern Hemisphere team down under and a SHEDWARS Northern Hemisphere volunteer, part of Team Aquarius. So these are some of the videos that I put up. I got my intro video. Had a question on the celery challenge because I was really confused as to how exactly I was supposed to be doing this. Dawn, welcome. Now, Cyprus is in the Southern Hemisphere, isn't it? you can join SHEDWARS22 if you wish. That would be lovely to have you as part of SHEDWARS. I know at the moment you're a wonderful supporter and you love watching the videos, but with all your gardening tips, you would be a wonderful asset to SHEDWARS22. So if you would like to join SHEDWARS22, get an entry video organised. I've got some ideas in the description on things you should put into your intro video. And you don't want to have a really long video, just something fairly short and snappy so people can watch it fairly quickly. But yeah, it would be great to have you as part of it, part of SHEDWARS22, Dawn. And for those that haven't seen New Beginnings, My Everyday Life in Rural Cyprus, check out Dawn's channel. She's got some great stuff going on there. So you've got all sorts of videos, very ranging in things on my SHEDWARS playlist. What have I got? 54 videos I've made just for SHEDWARS. I've been a little bit prolific. Well, the general idea is that you do about 12 videos, so 2 videos a month. I've done a little bit more than that. But some of these were also lives as well. That was lots and lots of fun. It has been a fantastic year. And as I said, we haven't finished yet. So the Northern Hemisphere official end date is the 23rd of November. And the start date for Southern Hemisphere will be after the draft, which, all things being equal, will be the 23rd of October. So if you would like to join SHEDWARS, this fantastic journey and community, we would love to have you a part of it. And you'd be most welcome. I'm really hoping that a few channels that I know would be wanting to be a part of it. Yes, updating on challenges is a great idea. Actually, a lot of the videos that I've done have been updates on Gladiator Challenge 4. So I've really enjoyed doing Gladiator Challenge 4. Yeah, see, Wild agrees with me, Dawn. You'd be great. So yeah, with Gladiator Challenge 4, basically the idea was to actually get food from the grocery store and then grow something from that. So I've gone through and I've got a whole series of videos on Gladiator 4 as it goes through and progresses. So I'm still actually, like in this video here, I actually planted up some red papaya seeds, and I'm still following those little papaya seeds through right even up to the video that I'm about to put up. See, I haven't even done my thumbnail for it yet, but it'll be coming out soon. And of course, you've also got the SHEDWARS Gardening in a Drought series as well. So I've got 3 videos that I think I've added to that so far. But yeah, that's basically it. Keep an eye out on Will It Grow's channel, because he's going to be doing another update video very shortly. So he did do the live yesterday was it yesterday or the day before? I'm not sure when it was. I watched it today because I was busy gardening yesterday. Oh, Annette, hello, beautiful. So glad to have you here. We've got some exciting news, which I hope that you're wanting to be a part of this. John and Robert from over in America, so Will It Grow and Homestead Aquarius, have just announced that SHEDWARS Southern Hemisphere is about to kick off. So we're looking for entry videos for anyone in the Southern Hemisphere that would like to join in. You don't have to be an expert gardener. You could be a beginner. You could have acreage. You could have a small townhouse. You could have a little apartment where you're growing microgreens. But we'd love to have you as part of it. And Annette, it would be absolutely fantastic to have you as part of the SHEDWARS community. So yeah, all you need to do is sort out an entry video in the next 2 weeks, and email it through to John or Robert. So I've got their emails in the description of this video, but I've also got it on my website. So you can find all the details on that. There is a 2-hour video on Will It Grow's channel about this, but that's basically my summary of it. But it would be fantastic to have you join. It really would. Oh, you're north of the equator. Can we keep it a secret? I'm sure we could. Maybe we could have you as a Northern Hemisphere volunteer. No, a Southern Hemisphere volunteer. Email Robert. See what he says. Yeah, because it's still your growing season, isn't it? You can still grow. Yeah, and you'd be awesome. You would be an absolutely awesome addition to SHEDWARS22. That would be so exciting. Yeah. Excellent. All the details are in the description for this video. But John from Will It Grow is actually going to be putting out a video very shortly. I was expecting it today, but didn't quite make it. It's probably coming out soon. He's probably got the time zones all muxed up. But yeah, keep an eye out on his channel for more information. But I've got a basic thing here as to what you can put into your entry video. So you basically just want to introduce yourself, tell some information about what your growing space, like are you growing on an urban backyard, or do you have a patio on an apartment, or do you have acreage? Do you have a well-established garden, or is it just starting? Do you have completely dead, lifeless soil that desperately needs regenerating, or do you have a garden that you've been working on for 40 years? Then you want to talk about what you grow. What do you like to grow? Then you want to talk about maybe your, like, and these are just ideas, just some suggestions to give you some ideas as to what to put in to your entry video. So yeah, talk about your growing conditions. If you know your hardiness zone, that would be fantastic. If you don't, yeah, it's not a big drama. If all you know is subtropical or warm temperate or cool temperate or arid or that sort of thing, that's fine as well. If you're going into your dry season or into your wet season, doesn't have to go into a lot of details because you can go into more of that in your actual videos once the season kicks off. And then if you could give your location by local government area or by at the very least your state and country, that would be fantastic. Cyprus is northwest of Egypt. It's a little bit higher than the equator, isn't it? See if you can be a Southern Hemisphere volunteer, Dawn. I think they'll let you in. Message John and Robert and see what they say. All I can do is say no. It'd be great to have you as part of it. I have seen the video, but I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. But I did see that you've been very busy with your raised beds. 29 hugelkultur beds. That is so cool, Dawn. So cool. Very, very exciting. But yeah, I'm super excited that SHEDWARS22 is about to kick off. I have absolutely had a blast in SHEDWARS21, and I have met so many amazing people and really developed some quite good friendships, which honestly, it's been a hard 2 years. And this SHEDWARS community and this community on my channel on YouTube has just been, it has been a really big support to me, and I've really appreciated each and every one of you. You're absolutely amazing. I love you to bits. And anyone that's in the Southern Hemisphere, I really want to see you join in with SHEDWARS22 and get that entry video in. I've got to get mine done. But yes, John did specifically ask me to make sure I promote it and let everybody know that it's happening, and I'm working on it. So yeah, make sure you let John and Robert know that I sent you. It has, Tammy, hasn't it? It's been a real blessing. It has just been such a comfort and a strength. And it's like, you're not alone. You're not the only lunatic on the planet. Yeah, this community is fantastic. I can't be more grateful for it. I really can't. And especially at the moment, like at the moment, like we go out and we come home and we've got a cold of some sort, so then we can't go out for another 2 weeks until everyone gets better. So this has been really great because it's meant I've been able to continue having social outlets with people. Okay, so it's now technically fall there, but your summer weather lasts until the end of November. No rain ever here until December or January. Then no more rain after February usually. But we are in our autumn. Okay, well, that's interesting. Check with John and Robert and see what they say. It can't hurt. Can't hurt to give it a go. And if nothing else, you could always join SHEDWARS22 when they're in the Northern Hemisphere. Ah, thank you. Yep, you're not the only crazy chicken lady, although you are definitely up there. You have got so many chickens, it's not funny. Mind you, you're also the crazy bunny lady. Ah, if you haven't seen Time to Shine Homestead's recent video that he did with wild edibles, where she's showing how to gender identify a rabbit, go check it out. She shows how you can tell whether it's a buck or a doe, and it's just such a good video. Wild has done a fantastic job of really making it clear and obvious whether it's a girl or a boy. Very, very helpful. You're looking at 6 silky 8 babies. You're going into winter and you're still looking for more poultry. Great question, Dawn. Thank you. Oh, Wild, you're priceless. I love you to bits. I really do. Yep. Tuck the head. Tom and Angel were great. Tom and Angel did a great job. Angel is just a delight. She really is. Both of Tom's cheeky video saying that Mrs. Time to Shine made a mistake. I think she did a fantastic job giving it a go. I was very proud of Angel. She's so sweet. She really is. She's adorable. But if you haven't had a watch of John's video, it actually does go for 2 hours. So it is a long one to watch as a replay. When you're watching the live, it's so much more fun. But I mean, the replay is still good. I think I actually put a whole heap of comments on it, actually. So, and Robert from Homestead Aquarius actually joined him as well, and he had his son there as well. Oh, the live chat replay is not working. But John's got some information in his stuff as well, although not a huge amount. Oh dear. And I've got the size of my screen messed up, haven't I? So I can't see the comments. There we go. Lots of comments. Lots of comments. Oh, and if you watch right at the end where Robert's saying that my celery has little kids on tire swings, you'll understand why I made a video of my celery with a little kid in a tire swing. You had to let Silkies have her eggs this time. She had them stolen 2 times, one last year and one this year. Oh, that's sad. Silkies are really good mums, from what I understand. So that's really fun. But yeah, that's basically it for me. It has been you can't see what I'm looking at. I opened it up on a different screen. What a goosey Lucy. Goosey Lucy. Goosey Goosey Lucy. I opened John's video in YouTube and you couldn't see it because it was on the wrong tab. So you got John and Homestead Aquarius having a chat here. Leave that place. And you got the live chat there that you can watch. So should have a live chat, not top chat. If you ever find that you're not seeing all of the chats, then you can always make sure you check to see whether or not you're watching the top chat or the live chat. Now, this is actually John's son. So, yes, he's a lovely guy. He doesn't usually come on John's lives, but he did tonight. Did on this one. When was this? 9th of October. So, it was yesterday that he live streamed. And there's Robert. And lots of people have commented, oh, look, there's Wilds. So it was good fun. It really was a fun live. John's hilarious. Oh, so your Silky's in your basement in a dog cage, so the babies are doing great. That's fantastic, live. And you've been out picking all your figs and almonds today. Oh, yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. That sounds like great fun. Really great fun. Oh, go back. So if you've got, sorry, I've got a mosquito flying around. If you've got any questions or anything that I can help with in relation to Shed Wars, did I actually show my playlist before or I didn't? Oh, that was the other thing. I haven't shown you. So if you've got any questions about Shed Wars 22, feel free to leave them a comment in the chat below, in the comments or in the chat. If there's anything I can do to help, let me know. Otherwise, email John from Will It Grow. There's his email address. Or Robert from Homestead Aquarius. I hope I've put the right email out, actually. I don't know if that's the one that John wants out. Says you might be having multiple email addresses. And Johnny Boy's video on this channel, the Mike the Caveman channel. No, I didn't. Is that a recent video, Wild? Oh, the John King. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're going to get me suspended, Wild. Am I going to get suspended again? Little Johnny Guinea Piggy man of war. It's little Johnny. He's very cute guinea pig. No, Dawn. We're not going to know who's on whose team until the draft. So basically, it's going to be the same as what happened with the Northern Hemisphere when they started. Basically, everyone put their entry videos in, and then John and Robert picked team to team as to who was going to go on to which team. Because last year there was a lot of challenges with Homestead Oz having a really big team, and then Team Down Under was a little bit smaller. So they had to try and balance the size of the teams. So this year they're going to go with the draft the same way as they did with the Northern Hemisphere, just to try and keep that even. So we have no idea who's going to be on which team yet or anything. So yes, we do love John. He's so fun to pick on. The song just, no, that guinea pig does not look impressed, Wild. Not impressed at all. But it's definitely got a very cute John Keeney. Everyone is suspended. Oh, that's priceless. Oh, that's funny. Go and check out Mike the Caveman's channel. It's really, really funny. I'll see if I can put the link in the... Oh, see, I'm sure I've got the technology to be able to do that. Am I coordinated enough? Pretty good, although my neck is starting to hurt, actually. So that's Mike the Caveman's YouTube channel. Go check him out. It's Wild Edibles alternate channel. Oh dear. Oh, that was funny. Oh my goodness. But it is knocking on 10 o'clock and I need to get some beauty sleep. I really do. You had fun. We had Robert the Frog's videos too, so we had to do a pick on John too. You did do a lot of videos with Robert. Oh dear. Night, Tammy. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you had fun. And I really appreciate each and every one of you and hope to see all of you that are in the Southern Hemisphere join in with SHEDWARS22. Make sure you get your videos out. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That was hilarious. That was absolutely hilarious. Oh, dear. Bless you all heaps. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing your SHEDWARS22 entry. Make sure you use the hashtags. So use the SHEDWARS22 entry video as the title of your video. And I'd be putting hashtag SHEDWARS and hashtag SHEDWARS22 in your description. As well as some basic information about yourself would be great. So basically just a written down version of what you've said in the video. It doesn't have to be anything too fancy. But it would be great to see you actually all join in with SHEDWARS22. And I'll catch you in the comments. You have a fantastic, fantastic week. Thanks, Dawn. Thank you for joining us. I hope you have a fantastic day. And we'll catch you next week. Bless you.